Cheers, my thrifting friends. All right, well, I just finished up this display I would have shown you. Today's Friday, and I do feel like thrifting today, but I have to work in an hour. But as many of you know, and I've said, my store is right next door to a flea market. So I haven't been over there shopping in at least a week and a half or so. So I'm gonna take a walk right over and I'm gonna say hi to Kevin. He's the one that owns it. And we are going to look around Kev's Barnyard flea market just for fun, just for me. And I'm gonna see if I can find anything that I collect and anything new and unusual and just for fun. All right, let's go take a walk and see what Kev's got new at the flea market. So one of the nicest things about this flea market is that he does sell a really big collection of flowers, trees, shrubs. I have purchased many annuals and perennials from Kev's, and they're beautiful, and his prices are unbeatable for a lot of these plants. He has some really beautiful annuals and perennials. I mean, $1 per pack, you can't beat that anywhere, not even Walmart. So a lot of people stop by just to grab. Look at this fern. This fern was $17. I actually did buy that fern. So once you're inside, there's tons of little booths and then there's larger booths. So he has all different size booths in there, you know, the standard small ones and then the larger ones. So my goal here is just to give you an overview of, you know, what you can expect. There's 2 floors, so there is an upstairs floor as well. And the day I was here, quite a few of the booths were having sales, whether they were 20% off, 30% off, or more. Yeah, so the booth I'm walking up to right now, I would call this the most expensive booth in this flea market. So I never purchase anything from these people. They have it full price. They do have a very beautiful collection of items, and they do have a lot of space. They also have another room too, but they have it full priced. It's crazy. I don't know how they can compete, because this $7 milk glass vase, that's the norm in this flea market. Most of the booths are very reasonable. Yeah, $5 for this little figurine. He's super cute. I mean, it's just meant to be fun. And this flea market attracts a lot of resellers because it tends to be very reasonably priced. So yeah, the most expensive booth is the Outlier, and he has a beautiful collection of things, but he's very high priced. I love these birds of paradise. This one was only $6. If it was blue, I think I would have picked it up. Still, the clear is very beautiful. And lots of this and that, bits and bobs. I know old license plates. I didn't realize, somebody told me that old license plates were worth a lot, that if I ever saw them out, I should pick them up. But they looked pretty reasonably priced here. These brass candlesticks, these are worth it. The $30 for the pair. These were huge. They were beautiful. They were in excellent condition. They're probably gone by now, because that was actually a pretty good deal for those. I love those nesting chickens. I think they're so cute. I should have looked at the price on that. Clear cut glass is definitely making a comeback, but at this booth, it was dirt cheap. $5 for that piece. That was another really pretty piece. This piece with the one handle I thought was so pretty, very delicate. That would have been a lovely little piece to put on your vanity. $5. You could put soap in that. That would make a really pretty, elegant soap dish. I love the Light of the World photos. I have one. I love it. This Victorian art piece was so cool. Look at the frame. It was like a riveted leather frame, embossed or tooled, I should say. And this depiction of St. Francis was really lovely. $20 for that. This booth had a lot of very eclectic, interesting things. And again, very well priced. This was $5. No back stamp, but very pretty. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes I use plates like that as underplates on my houseplants, because it's just so elegant and beautiful to have those under my plants. This, I guess, what is this called? Is this called moon glass or opalescent moon? I've heard it referred to as a bunch of different things. Comment below. Let me know what the official name for this type of glass is. But these were a little more pricey at 12 bucks a piece. That's, you know, flea market collector prices. I thought 15 for the basket, though, was fair if you collect this type of glass. Yeah, I think it's that moonstone glass. Very pretty. Some milk glass pieces in this booth. Again, I'm in love with milk glass. 16 is quite pricey for this. I've been seeing this out in the thrift stores for really good prices, but it was a marked piece. That's a Westmoreland piece. So I do not begrudge them the price, although I have been finding quite a bit of milk glass in the thrift stores lately. So I'm grabbing it at the super cheap prices. I think it will definitely appreciate at some point. This lattice piece, though, is stunning. I love it. Yeah, $39. I'm not surprised. That's a very beautiful piece. If I saw that out thrifting, I would grab it in a heartbeat. And I have picked up a few pieces. I have a very beautiful piece on my kitchen island that I have featured before. That's not a marked piece. I'm surprised that the price is so high on it. But I have a very beautiful pedestal bowl that I keep all my apples in. I've showed you guys in videos before. I am in love with this Indiana glass. This is so beautiful. This blue carnival glass. If I do see this blue carnival glass out in the wild, I definitely will pick it up. It's a very, very beautiful dark glass. Oh, any pattern, even the grape pattern, I would totally grab it. I hardly ever see it though. I gotta be honest. I do not see that too much when I'm out thrifting. But if I did, I would grab it. It's stunning and I love it. Another milk glass booth, 30% off these pieces. At first I was pretty excited, but then when I saw the prices, I was like, it's still too much. Yeah, most of the prices were $40 or more, and even at the 30% off, that's more than I would pay. But he had some really pretty pieces, some stuff I had not seen before, so the vanity set was gorgeous. If I saw that out thrifting, I would totally grab that for sure. So that was really pretty. Nice looking booth. These ducks are all the rage. I cannot keep a duck on my shelves in my store. So I'm looking to see if it's something I would pick up for resale. $10, that's a little too much for me. If it was for myself, I would totally pay that, but I'm going to pass on that planter. But that's a really good deal for somebody and totally trending. This, however, is top trending. Top. These white goose, all I need to do is put a blue ribbon on this. $10 is a steal for that. I'm going to be able to definitely resell that, so I grabbed it. I love these, what are these called? These, I think they're birds of hope or happiness, birds of happiness, but there were no birds. So they made other figurines like whales and swans and fish and stuff and dolphins. So the actual bird of happiness was not in that collection. It was every other animal. So I passed on that. This covered jar was so pretty. So nice. A candy dish, I guess. That was lovely. These tulip lamps, I used to get them all the time. That one was $20. I used to find them for like under $10. I have 3 of them. I will not give them up. They've gone way up in price. And this mirror was the most exotic, eclectic, beautiful, beautiful piece. That was a great piece. I would totally add that in my collection. Of course, Colonial Revival is hot. $25 for that set. I would pay that for myself. Too high for resale. They know what they have. Rolling pins are super hot. I cannot keep these in my store. I usually sell them for about $6. They have them for $8 in here, so no wonder I'm selling them so fast. I'm undercutting the flea market. All right, let's take a little shopping trip, relaxing shopping trip, and have some fun at Kev's and take a look at what this flea market has to offer. walked into this room and it just looked so bright and inviting and so fun. I just wanted to hunt through everything that I could see. $32 for this chicken. To me, it was worth it because I had the little chicks at the base of it. It was so pretty. I just sold the pitcher that goes with this casserole dish. I hauled it in a recent video, and there's the matching casserole. Very cool. Ooh, this blue dishware is really pretty. I love that chintz. I love anything rusty too. Anything rusty, crusty, dusty as they call it. I really liked the display in this booth. I thought those quilts and blankets were so pretty. I wanted to get a closer look. If I was going to a baby shower for somebody, I would totally gift one of these vintage baby blankets. I think somebody would love to decorate a baby room with like a beautiful vintage baby blanket like that. Wouldn't that be a cool idea? This glass is so pretty. I don't particularly care for red and clear glass, but I do appreciate it for what it is. This bowl was really stunning. Let's take a look at how much this might be. Ooh, $20. But it is very pretty if you decorate in that color. Very cool. That tidbit tray is interesting, but what I'm really looking at is this ruffled edge swirl glass fantasy. Ooh, $75, you guys. That's kind of high. Ooh, okay. We'll pass on that. LOL. My mother has a huge collection of this type of glass. Hers is a peach color, and she said my grandmother owned it. I'll have to show you guys next time I'm visiting. We'll have to feature some more of my mom's glass collection. But yeah, I'm always curious about that type of glass. This booth had a lot of bits and bobs, odds and ends. I love going through booths like this because you never know what you're going to find. You know, all different kinds of collections. Oh, I love those canisters. Those were very mid-century modern canisters. Very cool. This booth had 20% off. I did not see anything here, but they did have a really cool collection. Oh, wait a second. Let me look at this little piece of glass. I'm always hoping I'll find like Murano glass in the wild, but I don't think this was a piece of Murano. It was $10, but it would have been $8 with their sale, but I don't think that was Murano, so I left it. This booth had some really interesting pieces. I love the duck, but they know what they have at $38. That's full retail, but it's very cool. That's a very hot item. I've sold this blue pattern many, many times. I've sold it over and over and over. I'm kind of sick of it now. So if I see it out in the wild, unless it's really dirt cheap, I do not pick it up because bleh. But this French provincial vase was stunning. What a beautiful piece. Yeah, that was really pretty, very elegant. I love that little corn pitcher too. The bride and groom cake topper was so cool. My mother still has her original one. I think I showed that when I showed you one of her collections in her curio cabinet. She still had that in there. Very cool. Oh, there's a scale. I love these things. This is a postal one though. This isn't like a household one, so that makes it really unique. I'm curious just to see how much it is, so I'm struggling to get the price tag out here. Let's see. How much is this? $28. I mean, that's not a bad price if you are looking for something very specific like this to add to your decor. And again, this is a postal one, so that makes it a little bit different, but I found a cream colored one. I featured it in one of my most recent videos, and I love it in my kitchen. I really do. Of course, crockery and stoneware is just one of my things. I absolutely love it. It's pretty pricey now. I'm glad I collected the pieces that I have, you know, because I've been thrifting for years and years and years. So $15 is not that bad for the smaller one. That's actually not a bad starter piece. This Americana thing is definitely hot. So that piece has probably been sold by now. Who knows? And then I'm just going to walk through each one of these booths and just kind of give you a feel for what they have. what's everybody's opinion on this Mary Gregory glass? I never really see it thrifting, but I do see a lot of it when I go to antique malls and flea markets. What's everybody's opinion? Does anybody out there collect this? Or I've never seen the appeal of it. If this was just a plain black glass plate, I would have totally grabbed it for the 17. But oops, see, now I'm not feeling confident. I'm not going to put it back in there the way they had it. I'm going to lay it down on the table and let Kevin know that I didn't feel comfortable putting it back, and he can put it back later. But I don't know. What's everybody's feeling on Mary Gregory glass? Anyway, this scorpion thing was cool. This paperweight, ooh, 25. I mean, I totally understand why it's 25. It's extremely unique and extremely cool. That's a really cool paperweight thing. And there were some other little figurines in here, super cute. But anyway, that's all the shopping I had time for. Let's take a look at what I got. Cheers, my thrifting friends. It's Diane. I'm home from work, and I'm going to show you the haul that I got from Kevin's. Oh boy, here's Miss Mina. Oh, Mina, I already picked up my first item. Oh, all right, let me show my first item, and then you can say hello. You want to do that? Not really, Mommy. I want to say hello right now. Okay, hold please. Let me put that down. All right. Okay. Oh, little girl. If I say hello now, then you let me finish, right? So, oh my God, my husband and I have been so tired this week. I don't know if it's the pollen. We've got a lot of pollen right now. I don't know what kind of pollen it is, but we've been like super tired. I'm so tired from working today, but it's okay. I'll get my energy back. All right, little Miss Mina, did you say hello? Hi, everybody. Okay, all right, sweet girl. You're gonna let me finish my little haul here? All right, good girl. Okay, you're such a good girl. All right, so the first thing I grabbed, so I went through all the booths. I am so lucky that my store is next to a flea market. That is amazing, right? There's over 100 vendors there. It's 2 floors. And he's always got really cool stuff. So I usually just go in there looking for myself, but oftentimes some of the booths are having such big sales that I can find things, and whether I put them for sale right away in my store or I put them in storage, I grab them because, you know, I love a good sale. Who doesn't, right? So the first thing I grabbed was this. Again, I sell modern things, not just vintage. So this is a modern frame. And you can see it was from Marshall's originally for $19.99. I got it in a booth that was 50% off. So I got it for $2. I think that's amazing. And frames are super popular, especially ones that are really pretty. This is a wildflower photo frame. So it's got like pressed flowers on it. Isn't that beautiful? Very Victorian, very beautiful. So I'll put this for sale in my store, and I'm sure one of my shoppers will spot it and love to grab it for a photo of something really special. So I found this other little hidden booth in there. He's got kind of like like an annex kind of part of the building. He's got some booths in there. And I found a booth that had super cheap prices. I think that's amazing. So I found this covered dish, and you can see it was only $3. And I love the print on it, the bird. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's beautiful. And it's like got texture. It's got like a raised texture. That's the inside of the covered dish. So it's got like the pattern isn't painted on so much as it's got like this texture to it. It's like you can feel the lines and everything. It does have a back stamp. It was made in China, but it's definitely more of a vintage piece with a back stamp like that. So I just picked it up because it was only $3, and I thought the subject matter of that beautiful bird on the cover would be like super appealing. And in the same booth, he or she, I don't even know, but had some like collector plates. Now, I usually don't grab collector plates, but these were literally $1, and he had quite a few, but I only picked out the ones that were, I thought, like really desirable. So here's a Cape Cod plate. Now, this is super desirable for Massachusetts. People that live in Massachusetts covet and absolutely love anything that has to do with the Cape. It's just a thing. Cape Cod is like our state treasure. It's iconic, and a lot of people, I sell so many Cape Cod things, whether it's like things from Cuffy's, it's an iconic store, or things from the Black Dog, another iconic store. If I have those things in my store, they sell right away. But this is like a collector plate, I know someone's going to grab this if they have a place at the shore. A couple of my customers, one lady in particular, I'm so jealous. She has a place she inherited from her mother and father-in-law. She just inherited it like 2 years ago or like this year. She's so lucky. I think it's in Brewster or Dennisport or something, but she goes there a lot. So maybe she'll see this plate and grab it for her new house down there. The other plate I picked up is this Pennsylvania Dutchland piece. That was also just $1. And I just think it's still like an iconic part of the country. I love the really dark blue on it. And none of these were really marked with a maker. They just had like numbers on the back of them. But I think the Pennsylvania Dutch, a lot of people decorate in this type of theme or look. So somebody might grab this just to put it in their kitchen or the area in their house where they have a lot of Pennsylvania Dutch pieces, and would love to grab it from my store. All right, so this pottery piece was also amazing. Same booth. It was only $3. Whoever this person is, they're selling their stuff dirt cheap. I cleaned them out. And it's not a piece of marked oh, I'm a liar. It does have a symbol on it. I got to really look at this stuff a little more closely. I don't recognize that symbol, but let me see if I can catch it in the light. Do you see that? It's kind of like an imprint. At first glance, it looks like it's a mistake of some kind, but if you really look at it, I think it's on purpose. Looks like maybe an M or something like that. But anyway, what a great piece of pottery. It's a little chip and dip set. I can picture a lot of people wanting to have something like this this time of year. And to go with that, kind of like the same color scheme, I grabbed this. This one was $2. It's just a simple wooden candle holder, but it's very colonial looking, very primitive. It's got a real ribbon all the way around it, and it's even got a little peg down here that you can hang something onto once you hang this up in your house. But I thought this was these were two great little pieces that kind of go together and looked very kind of primitive and colonial to me, and I really liked them. All right, now for the super trendy items. This is a TikTok thing. The geese, I have to find a blue ribbon to put on this because that'll just make it. But these white geese with blue ribbons are the hottest thing on TikTok. I don't know what's going on with that. I did pay $10 for it, but I've seen these things going for like $50 on eBay. It's ridiculous. So I know I can definitely sell this for more than the $10, obviously. I just need to find a blue ribbon to sort of tie on it. And it's the complete look that all the young girls are looking for. I don't know why. I lived through that look. I never really was into it, but hey, listen, if it's something that's cute and trending and I can find it for resale, then I'm going to grab it. Cats are always cute, always trending, always sellable, especially when they're in a cute little trio like this. A lot of cat people love collecting little kind of primitive cat stuff. This was $2 in that same booth, and I grabbed it because it's just cute, it's simple, it's inexpensive, and a lot of people pick these up for like maybe bookshelves in their house or like on top of cabinets in their kitchens, and it's just a cute little piece. All right, I also found two beauties of milk glass. Oh my God, I found this one in another booth. This one was literally $7. Look at that. $7. Yep. So this one, upon first examination, I cannot see a mark on it, but it probably is a Fenton piece. I'm going to look it up. I normally don't collect the grape cluster pieces, as I've said in the past, but obviously this is stunning. It's a very unusual shape. It's this huge, just, folded up, looks like a taco. It's a milk glass taco. I love it. It's so beautiful. I'm probably not going to part with this because it's so stunning, and it was only $7. We shall see, but I probably would use this on my table. Absolutely. I would use this to set my table. I absolutely love it. Do you guys love it? I'm telling you, milk glass, it's going to be a thing because there are still so many beautiful, beautiful pieces out there that are just, they're so well made. They're so beautiful and they're so inexpensive right now. They can't help but go up in price. You know, someone's going to TikTok this next, and milk glass is going to be the next thing. But this was gorgeous. And I found another piece in that same booth. They had a clearance on all their milk glass, and I think this is referred to as like a swung vase type of thing. Pretty sure that's what this is called. This one, I don't think I see a mark in it. I don't know. What do you see? Do you guys see a mark in there? I don't think I see one. I think I just see swirl marks of how it was made, but this is such a beautiful piece. I love that the hobnail is slightly different. It's elongated. The top row is somewhat elongated. Yeah, and then I love the ribs in the pedestal base. But yeah, I think this one was like maybe $6 or $7 as well. And again, it's just such an unusual piece to have the beautiful swung vase in the milk glass. I grabbed it. I think it's beautiful. All right, so my last piece is this super gorgeous tray. I love it. I love these trays. I have bought and sold these trays in almost every color over my reselling career. And yeah, I always love it when I find them for a good price. This one was $5. There you go. That's a bargain for this. I mean, it's in very good condition. The design is a very beautiful one. Very lovely, hand painted with lots of detail. It still has its original sticker on the back. So for $5, I know I can sell this for, I can definitely make some good money back on this. I think it's beautiful, and it's a big one. It's not a smaller one. So this can really cover the whole top of a table or take up a lot of room if you're going to use it in like a bookshelf or up against your wall, like as wall art, or maybe on a mantle. It's a sizable piece. It's beautiful. And I can't wait to put her for sale in my store. She's really gorgeous. Hello. I just finished putting together a new display. I definitely wanted to show you guys because these are items that I recently thrifted that I showed you in my haul, and I tried to put it together into like a cohesive kind of, I don't know, colonial revival type look. We've got this old like metal little piece of decor here. I thrifted this, or actually this might be a consigned piece. I'm wrong. Yeah, this is a consigned piece. This pie maker wooden cutting board I thrifted and showed you recently. The fireplace bellows, and I put on a really pretty top that had like a paisley print and some beautiful like a stone necklace, which I think looks really earthy. This clock I showed you in a recent video. This brass was a consigned piece. This is beautiful. It's like one of those made in India pieces. Gorgeous. The little tiny cut glass rosebud bowl. These are Lennox that I have had. I thrifted these before and showed you, so I still have them. This is that old looking, to me, I'm still thinking this looks like Roseville pottery. I'm not quite sure really what it is, but here's one of the crockeries that I thrifted, and I put some greenery in it to give inspiration as to how I think that would look great on somebody's bookcase or shelving. And we've got like a really old, very well weathered lantern, which I think really adds to the appeal. I actually really love the age on this. I got a little pocket right there. I could put another little thing, but for now I think I've put something together that is really in the theme of what I was going for, and I'm curious to know what you guys think. It's right what you see when you walk in, the usual display that I show you guys, and I'm hoping I sell these things really quick. All right, well, that's all I had for you guys for this thrifting adventure. Like I said, I'm so lucky to have a flea market right next door to me. I mean, I don't really have to travel anywhere if I just want to do a quick thrifting trip. And what's really fun is that because I'm right next door, I can see all the consigners driving up with their stuff. So he has like a big driveway that goes right up to his front door. And I can see like truck after vehicle after truck, and they've got all their stuff. And I've gotten to know all the different people that, you know, I can see. So a lot of people come in my store too, just to shop. But all my favorite vendors, I can see when they drop their stuff off. I can give you a little hint. I would say that a lot of consigners stock their booth on Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you are a shopper and you want to get the best stuff, I would shop on like Wednesday afternoons or Friday afternoons. That's to me when I see the most activity from consigners bringing in their stuff to refresh their booths. But that's just what I see from having a store right next door to the flea market. But anyway, we'll see you. I'll see you really soon. I'll see you in my next one. And thank you so much for liking, for watching, for subscribing. I'm growing. It's really great. I'm super excited about that. And I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. And Mina can't wait to continue her co-star role. Yeah, she loves being my co-star. She's such a good girl. Oh, I love my little Mina. All right, we'll see you again real soon.